Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to create something a social. I'm going to create a simple web page portfolio, so personal profile. So you can see it is so simple to create it, and it is look like as you see here on my screen. So also I have include this menu icon as well. You can see there is a person, simple description. Also there are two buttons here and there, media links, social media links, as well as the background image. So let's get started guys. So I come here and you can see on my desktop pass I have this folder called web page, and inside the folder I have an image folder. So in this image folder is where I put all the images I'm going to use inside my work. So as you can see, so also I have include the HTML file and the CSS file in the same folder. So I have already opened this HTML and the CSS file in the code editor. So I'm going to open the Visual Studio Code. Now you can see this is my HTML file and this is my CSS one. So I have already declared the general HTML file. So the basics of the HTML file is a general. So as well as as I have already declared the CSS general code. So let's get a start. So I'm going to start writing my HTML code. So I'm going to have the outer container, and inside this container I'm going to have two divs. So I'm going to have the left and the right one. So let me start with the left. So let's say dot left, and just leave it as a blank. Also, I'm going to create another div which is light. So let's give it the class of light. So inside this light class, I'm going to put all of the information. So inside the class, I'm going to inside the light class, I'm going to create the another div. So let me call it top. So the top class, I will include the images here. So I will include the two images, which are so IMG tag. The first one will be I did this alternative text, and also I put another img tag which is now images. Also let me delete this alternative text. Okay, after finishing this one, I have also declare another div to 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 specify the text. So that I'm going to create the text class, and inside the text class, inside the text class, I'm going to have h2 to declare a name of the person. So also I'm going to have the paragraph. So I'm going to generate a paragraph. Let's say it is okay, and after that I'm going to add the two buttons. So I'm going to leave this div and get out of it, get out of the text div. So I'm going to add the button div. So let me call it button class, and inside the button class I'm going to have two buttons. I'm going to have two buttons of type submit. This one, let's say I'm going to have another button of type submit, and for this let me put text here. Okay, after finishing this, I'm going to finish with the social media links, as you can see here on my web page. So these social media links, now I'm going to put this on my HTML file. So after finishing button div, so I'm going to have another class, let me call it social, which I'm going to put all the social media links. So let me just come here, pick up this one, duplicate it 3 more times. Okay, this one will be, this one will be, and there's this. Okay, now I have already finished writing all my HTML code. I'm going to apply the CSS to style this HTML file. So I'm going to save these changes. Okay, now if I come and open it in a web browser, so come here and open it. Now you can see how it look like. So I'm going to start styling with CSS. So just come to our CSS file, and then we're going to start targeting our container class. So let me say that container class. So I'm going to give it a width which will be 100%. Also, I'm going to give it a height which is now 100 VH to cover full screen. Also, I'm going to declare background image. So let me declare the background image. Now, the path for this background image, it is this one. So the background size will be cover. Also the background position will be center. As well, I'm going to declare the general display for the items inside the container. So I'm going to set the display to flex, and I'm going to align items center. As well, I'm going to justify content to leave space between the two divs. So justify content will be now space between. Okay, now I'm going to start targeting this light class. So to target light class, just come here and say dot right. Okay, now I'm going to give it a width will be pixel. Also, I'm going to give it a height. So the height will be also be full screen. Also, I'm going to give it a background. So the background for our light class, the background will be this one. Also, I'm going to position it, set position. So position will be relative. So now I'm going to target the class inside the light class. So I'm going to start with this top class. So now let me come here. Let's say dot right, then the top. Dot right, then the top. I'm going to set the display to flex. Also, I'm going to align item center to give it the vertical alignment. So vertical center alignment. Also, I'm going to justify content. Okay, justify content will be space between. And I'm going to give it a padding. So the padding will be 20 pixels. As well, I'm going to set the background color for this div. So the background color here will be Okay, now I'm going to target the images inside the top class. As you can see here, inside this HTML file, inside the top class, I have two images. So I'm going to start targeting these images to style them. So now let me say it is the right. So the top. Then I'm going to target the images inside the top class, and I'm going to set them the width. Our width will be, let's say it is for a pixel, and I'm going to give it a height. The height will be 25 pixels. Okay, now I'm going to save these changes. Now let me come back here and then refresh the page. Okay, now you can see how it look like. So now I'm going to start styling this text class. So also because the social media icons are not styled yet, so that's why it look somehow not good. So let's come back to our HTML file. Now I'm going to target the text class which contain the h2 and the paragraph. So let's say the text class. Okay, for text class I'm going to set the padding. First I'm going to give it a padding, so the padding here will be 30 pixels. And also I'm going to set the line height. Line height will be 1.5. Also I'm going to align the text at the center. So let's say text align will be center, and I'm going to set the margin top. So our margin top will be 100 pixels. So now I'm going to target the h2, which is a name. So the text, then h2. Okay, I'm going to set the font size for this one. The font size will be 2 rem, and also I'm going to set the color. So the text color will be crimson. As well, I'm going to set the margin bottom for this text. So our margin bottom will be, let's say it is 30 pixels. Okay, let me save these changes and I come here, refresh the page again. Now you can see how it look like. So I'm going to target these two buttons. Now I'm going to style the buttons. So let's come back. If I come here to my HTML file, you can see that the buttons, there are the special class for two buttons. So back to our CSS file. Okay, now I'm going to target the general outer class for buttons. And I'm going to set display flex because I want the button to be horizontally aligned, and I'm going to align items center, and also I'm going to justify content will be center. Okay, what this code going to do is that it's going to align all the items inside this class to align at the center. So if you set the display flex will be horizontal aligned, but if you set you declare these two parameters, then the all items will be going to be at the center of the div. So now I'm going to target the button. So let's say the button. So button. Okay, I'm going to set the padding for button, which is going to be 15 pixels for top and bottom, then 30 pixels for left and right. And I'm going to give the background color. So the background color for our button will be crimson. As well, I'm going to let's declare border to none. Also, let's declare the outline to none. And I'm going to leave the space from left. So our margin from left will be for the pixels and the font size of the text inside the button. So the font size will be 17 pixels. As well, I'm going to include the font weight, so the boldness, of the text. So the font weight here will be this one. Okay, now I'm going to save these changes. Then I come back and I refresh the page. Now you can see the button are as we wish. So let me proceed with these social media links. Okay, to start these social media links, now let's come back here. As you can see in my HTML file, all the media links are in social class. So now I'm going to target the social class. So social, and I'm going to declare the background for this class, the background color, which will be now okay. I'm going to set the padding. The padding will be 10 pixels from top and bottom, then 10 pixels from left and right, and I'm going to set the width. The width will be, let's say, 240 pixels, and I'm going to position it absolute. After positioning absolute, I'm going to say then right. All right, will be 0 pixels, and the from bottom will be 0 pixels. Okay, now okay, let me now target the social media links. So because they are images, so I'm going to say the social img tag. Then I'm going to start styling them. I'm going to give them the width, which is now 50 pixels, and I'm going to give them the height, which also it is 50 pixels, and I'm going to set the margin from left to leave the space from left between the social media icons. So our margin left will be, let's say it is 10 pixels. Now I'm going to save these changes, and I come back to refresh the browser, so you can see our lady in a light position, but we need to add some transformation when someone is when the mouse is hovering this social media class. So to do that, let's come here, and now let's say target the social class. Let's target our img. Now let's say when someone is hovering the mouse at this class, what we need to do is this one. So you need to transform when someone is hovering mouse, then translates y 7 pixels. Okay, we say that when someone is hovering the mouse on these social media links, then what we need to do is to transform the social media links in a y direction 7 pixel. Now you see how it looked like. So guys, this is all about this video. Consider subscribing to this channel to get more videos, to get more content. So guys, if you like these videos, then give me a like, and if you want to comment, put it in the comment section down below. So let me meet another time.